What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to check out the Berserker Predator, 1/3 by Prem 1. I was just quickly looking at the original Jungle Hunter size of the base, because it's so freaking big in person. I'm like, okay, 71 width, 68 deep. Then we got the new Berserker, which is even bigger. I thought originally it looked not quite as wide, but it's actually wider, deeper, and taller. And I'm just like, oh, the Jungle Hunter's already so difficult to display because it's so freaking wide, deep. I don't mind height. It's width and depth that makes statue display very difficult. So this is basically like over 27 inches wide and deep, more or less. However, let's check out this guy. So this is from the movie Predators from 2010, which I know a lot of people are not fans, which I'm baffled they don't like it, because I think this movie is incredible. Like, I really do like this movie. So here he is. Now, the DX bonus is limited to 300. And you also get this bonus, like, classic battle damaged mask, which was in the movie. And I am a huge fan of this piece. I think I like it more than the Jungle Hunter, in all honesty. I definitely like the base more because look at all those skulls. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 like skulls. And this is like a predator skull, sort of like a monkey, maybe some other creature, and a human skull, bunch of rib cages. Super sick. And that's just on the main base. You know, and they do the pose from the poster, which is super cool. Plethora of switch outs on this DX bonus. Light up in the mask, in the gun, and the gauntlet, just like the other one, which is really cool. That mask looks absolutely amazing. In addition, I mean, this one doesn't come with like 4 heads like the other one, but you do get 2 swappable logos, just like the other one. You get this Predator skull just on a base, which is really cool. And then this base is much taller because of the way the hair is laid out. It's like more just laid down. However, you know, this is basically everything you get with the DX bonus, which for me is an absolute must-have on the DX bonus. There's so many additional switch outs. You get this guy. You get a swappable hand that holds a severed skull, retractable frickin' wrist blade. You know, tons of just extras, additional logo. So I think both heads look absolutely amazing. I love the mask to look. In addition, the, you know, unmasked is freaking godly. One of my favorite unmasked heads. Yeah, that, you know, just skull right there looks super sick. I love that. The unmasked head is freaking flawless. You know, and I really love the design of him. It's super unique, you know, almost like reptilian look. You know, the red and almost like hints of green. Now, the thing about this severed skull I really like, the fact the skull is facing us. On the Jungle Hunter, the head is facing the other direction, so you actually cannot see it unless you're, you know, behind this statue. And that's one thing I don't like about that severed skull, because I want to be able to see that. In addition, it almost looks like there's still an eyeball inside of it. And it looks really freaking cool. And it looks really long, too, like longer than the Jungle Hunter. So I'm really digging that right there. Like, that is so cool. I also love the fact you get one arm up. I think that is really cool. So you can have like a completely different look. You know, like that looks way cool, that arm up look. If you don't want to do like every Predator having a, you know, severed skull or spine and whatnot trophy. Because, I mean, he definitely did have, like both Predators did have a trophy in the movie. You know, he fought, I forget which character in the movie, but he pulled out his skull and then roared in the air. It was a really cool scene. You know, so they've both done it. Yeah, and this is just that movie poster pose where he's sort of like, he's just like almost Dragon Ball Z powering up strongman pose. Oh. Alrighty. Yeah, they have 165 photos. Yeah, so here's comparison next to the Jungle Hunter. So as you can see, he's quite a bit taller, just like he was in the movie, because he is considered a super predator. So he's like the boss. You know, he's the final boss of predators in at least this movie. Because then you got like that newer Predator movie where there's that freakishly tall one, but I didn't like that design. I actually did like the movie. And I like the fugitive predator. I didn't like that assassin predator. I thought he looked way weird. Too CGI-ish. And I just did not like it. Where Berserker, I freaking loved. I feel like these two do pair extremely well, considering they did fight each other in the movie. Plus, if you put him having the battle-damaged mask like that, it does look really freaking good. It's like, you know, straight from the movie. So yeah, there you have a side-by-side. So the bases are a similar shape, you know, where it like flares out in the back and they get skinnier towards the front. You get multiple different logos. I mean, this one's obviously the jungle theme, which looks really good, especially with that like water effect, where this one's just more of like that Predator base camp with all those skulls. I'm just a huge fan of skulls. I just think they look so cool. He is, I would say, a tad skinnier than the Jungle Hunter, you know, which is accurate to the movie. You know, he was like skinny and tall, but still like buff. But yeah, that looks absolutely amazing. I'm definitely digging it. The armor, the skin texture, everything about it, I think it looks freaking amazing. The plasma cannon's super cool. Like, look at that base. This one also does seem to have like a water effect right there, as you can see. Like, that's like sinking in mud from what it looks like. Yeah, that battle damage mask is super cool. I wonder if you can display that on your Jungle Hunter. Like, is this displayable on the Jungle Hunter? Because it kind of looks like it is. I'm going to need to read the description, because I know there is a battle damaged Predator boss, but I believe it's different. It's not that exact battle damage. So maybe you can display that on your Jungle Hunter. I definitely love that. I think this is way cool. I know there was a life size that Sideshow did that a long time ago. I almost bought it. That Predator wrist blade is super long. Super long. I mean, my 1/4 one is also very long. That's 1/4. This one being 1/3 is absolutely beastly. At 39 inches, that's so tall. Like, that's as tall as nearly, like, that's as tall as my Shockwave. You know, taller than Hulkbuster. Granted, this is Hulkbuster pricing. Technically, it's going to probably be more with shipping. So pricing, I think, is in line at $3,500. You know, that's as much as the City Hunter DX was, not the one with the tons of skulls. So it's the same price as City Hunter. Technically $500 more than the Jungle Hunter, but that, you know, went up for PO many, many years ago. So I think the price is in line. I'm glad it's not, you know, starting at like 4K. Does ship in 3 boxes, so it sounds like shipping is going to be at least $500. You know, and this obviously isn't shipping for a long time, June 2024 to September, so you got a while. I love the low edition size, because the Jungle Hunter DX bonus was 1,000. So this being 300, much more limited, plus the DX bonus has so many more parts than the regular, where for me it's an absolute must-have. That DX bonus being a low ES makes it, you know, for me personally, day one PO. You know, because I think this is absolutely incredible, and I think I might like it more than the Jungle Hunter. You know, we'd have to see, obviously, in person, but I'm a huge fan of this movie, huge fan of this Predator. I love the base design, the overall look of the Predator. I don't know if it truly defeat the Jungle Hunter being the OG classic. It's just so freaking good. However, I think it probably could be almost on par. So, yeah, God, so freaking big. I'm a huge fan, though. I think Prime 1 absolutely killed it. If you look at the non-DX bonus, granted, it is about, $600 cheaper. But you basically just get the swap out head, and that's like it. One head, swap out the one logo, not even the red one, and that's it. Nothing else. You don't get anything additional. That's it. So extremely basic. No swap out upper arm, no severed, head spine, no mask. And also, I forgot to check that mask. Is it displayable? Let's see. Movable damaged biomask. You will receive an extra bonus part, a shattered predator biomask at the Berserker's feet. It does not indicate if you could display that on your... I'd have to ask, because it's like, how could you display that on your Jungle Hunter? I hope you can. I think it'd be really cool, but I don't think you can. I mean, here's the thing. I do know, in general, there is a battle damaged, bust you can buy. This one right here. I think you have to, buy this if you want to be able to display it on your bust. Which, this is already waitlisted as well. I think that's the only way. You have to get this mask. Which does look, I guess, somewhat similar. It's battle damage like that. It has the Predator. I think that's the only way. If you look at the exact design, it does look very similar. Yeah, it definitely looks similar. I think that's the only way, because even if I was to try to put that on my Jungle Hunter, I wouldn't have that under head to display there. It'd be blank. So, yeah, you definitely can't do that. You got to buy that bust if you want that look. It's fine, though. But, yeah, overall, I do plan to PO this. My plan as of right now, and things may change in the future, but ultimately I do want to get Berserker and Wolf by Prime 1. I want my three main favorite Predators. I don't quite care that much for P2. I think it's, for me personally, I think it's one of the worst Predator movies. Everyone has their own opinions, but it has one of the worst Predator movies and the worst Predator designs for me. I do like the unmasked head, but I don't like the everything else. But I would love to do, ideally, two Predators right there, and not having their heads next to them. Although I really would love that. The thing is, the heads take up so much additional space. They're already so wide. You have two logos. It's almost like they take up one entire garage shelf each, which is, just wild. But, let's say I got a similar coffee table and or a garage shelf here. Love to do Berserker and Wolf. So I definitely have quite a bit of width space here. I just need to, do one more shelf here and then do the two Predators. And then I'd have my three Trinity centerpieces more or less right here. Because Annabelle's just here for very shortly. I have an idea of what I'm going to do. Of course I've thought about what if I put all the Predators here and sold these ones. However, it doesn't work with my aliens. They look so freaking tall. These actually overlap those as well quite a bit. They'd stick out 4 inches. So, yeah, it's probably still best to just put it here. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think of the Berserker Predator. Do you guys plan on picking it up with a 300 ES? Obviously it's a really good companion to this guy, which again is my second favorite statue. So Berserker looking, for me, equally as good. That means that Berserker Predator is better than 260 statues in my collection. So it's kind of a no-brainer to buy it because I'm so incredibly impressed with this guy. I gotta get that Berserker. And that 300 ES is just the nail in the coffin for me. Because for me to PO something nowadays, it has to have an edition size. It has to. At 300 ES and with everything included, I think this thing will sell out very quickly. So the moment this goes up for PO, I'm hitting that PO, button. Anyways, that is it. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're looking to buy, use the links below, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.